Welcome back to our speaking practice series. Today, let's see some sample answers in multiple speaking topics and then examine the vocabulary that our friend used to answer. Now, let's talk about outdoor activities. Did you like to go outdoor when you were younger?
Yes, definitely. When I was a child, I loved playing outside with my friends. We used to ride bikes, play hide and seek, or just run around the neighborhood for fun. It was a lot of fun and gave us a sense of freedom.
Do you still go outdoor a lot now?
Actually, I still try to. However, I'm very busy at the moment. I often go for walks, especially in the evenings or on the weekends. Being outdoors actually helps me to relax and clear my mind after a long and tired day.
Do you like reading outside?
Yes, I do, especially maybe in a quiet park or a cafe with outdoor seating. The fresh air and natural light make reading more enjoyable, though it depends on the weather a lot.
Where do people in your country like to go outside?
In Vietnam, people enjoy going to the parks, lakesides, or even local coffee shops with open spaces. In the early morning or late afternoon, many may also go to public squares to exercise, dance, or simply to socialize.
I will ask you some questions about chores. Did you do many chores as a child?
Oh, yes, I absolutely did. My parents made sure I helped out around the house. I used to sweep the floor, I did the dishes, and sometimes helped with the laundry. It taught me responsibility from a young age.
What job do you typically do now?
Now I usually do basic household chores like cooking, cleaning, laundry, even shopping, go for grocery shopping. I also try to take out the trash, although I really hate doing it.
Are there any chores you dislike doing?
Oh yes, I'm not a fan of washing the dishes at all, especially after a big meal. It feels a little bit time consuming and a bit unpleasant, especially if the food is greasy. Then taking out the trash will definitely be my second most hated chore in the house.
Do men or women do more chores in your country?
Well, traditionally, women tend to do more chores in Vietnam, especially in more regional areas. However, this is slowly changing now. In modern families, chores are becoming more evenly shared between the men and the women, especially among younger couples.
Let's move to part 2 of the speaking test. Your cue card is describe a crowded place you have been to. You should say where the place is, when you went there, who you went there with, and explain how you felt about the place. You have 2 minutes to talk about your topic, and your 2 minutes start now.
One of the most crowded places I've ever been to was Bến Thành Market in Ho Chi Minh City. I went there last year during the Lunar New Year holiday, which is one of the busiest times of the year in Vietnam. The market is located right in the city center and is well known for its local food, souvenirs, clothes, and handicrafts. I went there with a group of friends who were visiting from overseas, and I wanted to show them traditional Vietnamese shopping experience. The place was packed with people, both locals and tourists. There were loud voices everywhere, and the smell of street food just filled the air. It was really hard to move around without bumping into someone. It was a bit overwhelming at first, but it felt very exciting. Despite the crowd, I really enjoyed the vibrant atmosphere. I felt lively and full of energy. We managed to try some delicious dishes, bargain for a few items like nong la and ao dai, and take lots of photos together. It was such a unique cultural experience, and I appreciated the local flavor and the buzz of daily life in the city.
Now, we move on to part 3. Why do a lot of people enjoy going to crowded places?
Many people enjoy crowded places because they're often full of energy and activity. Places like festivals, concerts, markets Shopping malls create a lively atmosphere where people can feel connected to each other. For some, being in a crowd is exciting and helps them to feel less isolated, especially in social settings.
Well, what would you say is the most crowded place in your city?
In my city, one of the most crowded places is the night market area, especially on the weekends. It attracts a lot of locals and tourists who come to shop, eat good street food, or just hang out and chit chat. Some local coffee shops and shopping malls can sometimes be really packed during peak hours.
Why do you think people choose to live in big cities?
People often move to big cities for better opportunities like jobs, education, healthcare, and for their lifestyle. While cities can be crowded, polluted, expensive, the convenience and access to service usually outweigh the downsides. So for many, it's about the career growth, higher income, and a more diverse experience in life.
Would you say urban planning is important?
Absolutely. Urban planning is essential for cities' long-term development. It ensures that housing, transportation, public spaces, and utilities are well organized and sustainable. Without proper planning, cities can become chaotic, overcrowded, and difficult to live in. Good planning also prepares cities for population growth and environmental changes.
Now let's see some vocabulary in his sample answers. Number 1. Hide and seek. Hide and seek is the name of a children's game in which one person or a group of people hide and a person has to find them. Besides hide and seek, there are a lot of other children's games you should also know about. For example, hopscotch, marbles, tug of war, jump rope. Number 2. Socialize. Socialize is a verb which means to spend time with other people for pleasure, usually with friends or colleagues. For example, although his work is so busy at the moment, he still goes to the restaurant to socialize with friends. Number 3. Greasy. This word is an adjective which is used to describe something covered with fat or oil. We can usually see greasy food, greasy dishes, greasy skin, or greasy hair. Number 4. Evenly share. Evenly is an adverb. In other situations, it has the same meaning as calmly, but this time it means in an equal way. When we say evenly share, it means to divide something into equal amounts. For example, all tasks are evenly shared for everyone in the team. Number 5. Be packed. Packed is often known as to put something into a bag, box, or suitcase. However, it is also used to talk about something that is full of people or contains a lot of something. For example, the bus was packed this morning. This book is packed with useful information. Number 6. Bargain. Bargain is a verb which means to try to make an agreement with someone for a better option, such as a better price or better working conditions. For example, my mom usually bargains with the sellers whenever she buys any fashion items. Number 7. Buzz. This is a noun which means an exciting and busy atmosphere in a place, and it gives you an exciting feeling, like the buzz of the market or the buzz of the street. Number 8. Peak hour. This is a collocation that is used to talk about the busiest time of the day when towns and cities are crowded, either in the morning when people go to work or in the evening when they go back home. It has the same meaning as rush hour. Number 9. Urban planning. Urban planning is a noun that is the process of how a town or city is built in order to make it easier and more convenient to live in. In this process, usually some small constructions are destroyed and more streets and buildings are built. And finally, I want to introduce to you some structures that you can use to express that you don't like something. In the sample answers, our friend said,
"Oh yes, I'm not a fan of washing the dishes at all,"
which means she doesn't like washing the dishes. So, I'm not a fan of something can replace I don't like something. For example, I'm not a fan of being outside in the rain. Number 2, I'm not into it or I'm not into something. For example, I'm not really into coffee. Number 3, it's not my thing or something is not my thing. For example, documentary film is not my thing. Number 4, it's not for me or something is not for me. For example, thanks for your invitation, but our movies are not for me. Number 5, I'm not much of a something person. This structure is used when you want to say you're not good at something or you don't like doing it. For example, I'm not much of a spokesperson. I'm not much of a good speaker. I hope that all the given structures and vocabulary could help to improve your English skills as well as lexical resource score in your exam. Don't hesitate to comment if you have any questions about the answers or anything about the IELTS exam. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to get the notification when we post a new video. Thanks for watching and see you later!